I want to know, being such an original OG native out here in the internet, most homies from my section, your age, your generation, I try to invite on these platforms. They don't want no parts of it. So what gave you the desire, the confidence, the motivation to be out here and saying, I don't give a fuck what's normal for my generation. I'm out here putting it down, sharing my experiences, keeping it gangster online. Where did you find the desire? Did you ever see yourself behind a microphone outside of doing this?
No, homie. I'd heard of YouTube before. When I was in the pen, I heard, everybody heard of YouTube. But now when I got out, something had happened. I don't know. I'm sitting there looking at TV one day, going through the channels, and I run across Kev Mack.
Shout out Kev Mack, Night Bud.
And so I'll go to watch, and it's gonna catch my attention because he's talking about so much LA stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I'm listening. So when that went off, I'm just going through YouTube.
You in Alabama at the time?
No, yeah, I'm in Alabama. So I'm just going through YouTube, and it's like a person told me, anything, if you can't find it on YouTube, it's because it ain't never happened. I'm like, what? He said, man, you just type it in, and YouTube gonna have something somewhere on it. And I'm typing in all type of elephants with wings and a purple nose. Oh shoot, they got them. You know, weird stuff. And it's on there, so now I'm stuck looking at YouTube all day. I literally wore a hole in the carpet because I used to sit on the floor with my back up against the couch watching YouTube. My wife used to get mad at me. Man, they call
that the wormhole.
Okay.
You fell down that wormhole.
I fell down that wormhole, homie. And I'm stuck. I'm talking about from the time I woke up to the time. I'm at YouTube. I'm talking about eyes this big, man. Comedy, I'm talking about all type of stuff.
Anything you could think
of. And so I'm like, all right, boom. What got me into it was the Dewberry situation. And I'm sitting there looking at YouTube one day. Of course, Charles White on there acting a fool. Yeah. So I'm killing. Man, disrespecting the city. That's, Crips. So I'm looking.
You setting my next question up so beautifully. Go ahead. Keep it going.
Yeah, so I'm like, I said, man, I want to say something. What pissed me off was when Mob James got into it with Charleston, and they jumped up like they gonna fight, and Dewberry just sitting there. But then the next day, Charleston and Dewberry in the park, and Dewberry front like he was finna go all in with him, and I'm like, oh man. So I want, I said what I said. I said, man, blah. I don't know how to put it on, so I go to my homie in Colorado, Anthony Loc. I'm like, cuz, upload this for me, homie. You know what I'm saying? I was on that fool. You ain't this. And it went back and forth a couple of times, and then Vonnie was putting it up too slow. I wanted it up. So my homie Chaos got at me. And he was like, cuz, man, you need to go and do your own thing and you could upload yourself. I'm like, I don't know how to do none of that. He like, homie, I got you. So the homie Chaos, he hooked it up, and I said a little something and uploaded. I'm like, dang, I look up a couple of views and this. I'm like, oh, shoot. I got bit. I bit the apple. I was hooked. And so he like, cuz, you need to just go ahead and just do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And I start going and going and going. I'm like, oh, shoot. All right. And at the time, my wife, she's still on my head about it. But as the months went by and I finally was able to get monetized, and she seen 2-3 pennies coming in, I said, baby, now what? Oh, I ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, she ain't got nothing to say now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to go on a trip to, she just left a trip in Mexico on a cruise. I paid for it. You want a car. You want some clothes. You want this and that. YouTube paying for that, So now she ain't got nothing to say about it. Matter of fact, if I don't make a video, she even inquiring, baby, you make a video today?
Salute.
Salute. I'm like, no, you need to make a video. I'm like, I got you.
Salute. That's hard. Now, you briefly touched on Dewberry and all that, and I'm going to bring this up, but for the audience, this is not the first time I'm bringing this up toward him. There was a time, now I've never given this much of a backstory, but there was a time when Dewberry and his little partner was coming in to your area of the South that you preside in, Alabama. And shortly before they got there, you and I spoke about it. The whole world saw what you saw. Everybody saw the exchange that you had based on these two names. A lot of my G homies, I did not realize at the moment was in the cut rooting for you, proud of you, glad that you was saying everything you was saying for the simple fact, Nip, my generation, we was appreciating you because Cuz spoke so disrespectfully toward neighborhood Nip. But when he spoke on Raymond Washington, it was so disrespectful. A lot of people from your generation were so proud of you standing in the gap, making it seem like had these individuals crossed your path, they was gonna have problems. And then they came out there to the place. There was some footage where it seemed like you encountered either both or one of them, and nothing went up. And without me even being really aware of it, I got calls from niggas from my section in your generation that I didn't even know was aware of your presence online. Like, "Cuz, what up with your, don't you fuck with Wooty Woo? Why he wooty wooty whoop?" So I called you. I'm like, "Cuz, they wooty whoop. Please give us your thoughts on
Right.
what you just told us." One of your main.
I spoke on it a few times. Me and you spoke on it, but okay, what it was. As far as Charleston White went, I ain't gonna even lie. As far as he went, I you know, boom. My issue was with Dewberry. See what I'm saying? And cause I just, you know, you
So
fake it.
whatever you had with Dewberry in your personal perspective was more offensive than Charleston White being extremely disrespectful to Raymond Washington and then Nipsey. Dewberry was more of an issue.
You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can't sugarcoat it. I really wanted to get at Dewberry for some of the stuff that he was saying. Charleston White, he had been offended people for so long, but now it ain't like, you know, I didn't like him, period. You know what I'm saying? Neither. But what it was, okay, prior to them coming to Alabama, somebody had got at me like, man, Toom, man, you know, Charleston White and Dewberry, they finna come to Alabama to the comedy thing. I'm like, where they going? So when they said where they going, it was almost walking distance from, you know what I'm saying? You know, jump in the car in 4 minutes, I'm at the comedy club where they was going. So I'm like, all right, well, cool. But now, when it happened, before they even came there, I pretty much had already was like through with them. Prior to them, I got into it with the boy out of Atlanta. Then I got into it with the boy G-Face. We squashed it. We cleared it up, found out what the problem was. And so months and months and months, a few months go by. I'm like, man, I'm through with all that. I was telling people, I am not finna be on this internet going back and forth with people. Yeah. I just don't want to do that one. But now y'all done came to me. I said, I'm going. When I went, we went about 20, 21 deep.
Hold that thought, because this is why I got the call. Our casual conversations, normal energy. Whoa, the boy coming. It was a few days to a week ahead. Why? Immediately, I went into concern for you, because I just thought immediately you meant it's on. I say, hold up, cuz. Don't go up there and do nothing. I thought you immediately was going to try to go run a play. So I'm like, man, you ain't got no torpedoes or nothing. What?
At a gang.
Yeah. That's what. Okay, I'm glad you was comfortable saying that. Your response to me was, "Oh yeah, I got you." Ooh. So I thought, okay, the big homie gonna be careful about himself personally, but he gonna make a play. It's gonna be a demo. But go ahead and pick up to where you was at.
So when I you know, I got it, the homies, they were like, well, you know, cuz we going with you. We gonna do, and they was like, what we gonna do? I was like, no, cuz y'all ain't finna do nothing. I said, I'm not going up there for this. I say, if I was, I said, I kill my own snakes, homie. I say, if it come down to violence, I whoop both of them by myself. I said, I don't need all y'all. I said, but y'all, you know, y'all come on. Where they was coming, you know what I'm saying? A couple of my partners, they worked there. So I was able, if I wanted to get in with a gun, anything, straight to the back if I wanted to. But now, like I say, I wasn't going there with that intention. Now, my intention was, Dewberry, you got to apologize to me for what you said about my mama. My mama dead. So, you know, I go, when we get there, I go back.
Shout out Jay Diggs.
They was in the back. So I come in the back, I look, I'm see Charleston and some women, they rolling up. Well, anyway, they in the back. So when I turn around, Dewberry standing in back of me. So when I look at him, I say, well. He say, well. I say, look, homie, let's go down the hallway. I need to holler at you. He like, all right, come on. We go, that's a female right there. I said, look, could you step out? So me and she stepped out. So I say, look, I ain't here to do nothing to you. I say, but now you said something about my mama. I say, I need an apology for that one. I need that. I'd already made my mind up. If he wasn't going to give me the apology, I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna get directly at him. But now when I said it, he off the rip, he was like, man, you know what, Tune, you right, man. I apologize for that. You know,
When I
I
seen
was
a
out.
Dewberry online, he strikes me as an individual that would not have, robbed you of that if that's how you approach him.
No, he's not
immediately.
like that. He wasn't like that. You know, he just wasn't like that. So when he apologized, me personally, I turned around and told him, I say, homie, you know, I said some stuff to you. I'm apologize for that too. Since you gave me mine, I'm gonna give you yours. Cool. Now on the footage, and I put that footage up, but now no, I didn't. I didn't put that one. I put the footage up where we was standing back there. But now when we walked out, we went into the other room. Charles White was on there on live. So immediately when they see me, him, all of us standing there, you know what I'm saying? I'm a jovial person off the rip. Anybody know me, that's me. So when I come in, it'll give you the impression that we kicking it, we finna be cool. And then Charleston go to running his mouth like we finna, start doing podcasting together and we finna go on tour. I'm like, that's him talking. Once I got my apology, I had no intention on ever seeing y'all again, and never did see me. I didn't even stay for the show or none of that. I came to get what I got and I was gone. But now a lot of people's like, man, I should have got him. I should have did this. Okay, maybe a lot of people feel I should have. One of the things at the time, you can't put a steering wheel in my back, homie. I'm not finna crash out for nobody. A lot of people don't know, at that time, I was still on parole. 50 million police there. I'm going to jail. No,
How much accumulative time have you done in your lifespan, sir?
I'm behind bars right at between 39 and a half, 40 years.
Keep talking. All
and
right.
I was not fit to
Keep
crash
talking.
out.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, if I was there to do something to him, I could have backed up and had the little homies do it.
But even if that's what you was thinking, to the moment you saw him, you became wise at the.
No, I was wise before we went there.
But
I already knew I wasn't finna do nothing.
But had you been on a crash course, and you never did something, you finally made no matter when you decided, you did the wise thing, basically.
Oh yeah,
keep it going though.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I got something to thank. Well, my mama ain't never raised no fools. Like I say, if I was going there for that, we wouldn't even win there. We just sat in the parking lot and wait till the show was over, wait till they leave. I could have put them youngsters on them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, cuz that's the car they in, all right. And lit it up on the freeway, the highway, the street, or just packed them out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on that one, homie.